Hey guys, welcome. Let me know if my mic is working. Let me actually move that up here real quick. I'm slacking off here. There we go. Hopefully that sounds a bit better. How is everyone? People are just going to see Oblong, Sexy Gandalf, and Andrew and wonder what kind of Three Stooges that is. Alright, you guys let me know if my mic is working. I'm not talking to myself. Nice makeup. No, trust me, makeup would help things a lot. I'm going to give a few minutes to let other people join in, and then we'll get started in just a few. Hope you all are doing good. Hello from Poland. What time is it in Poland? Mike's good. All right, appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, John. Vision sound. I don't know. I can't help this. I can just help maybe the audio a bit. But yeah, so I actually got the new camera working for the stream, which is good. I had to get a capture card real quick and, pay to get it really flight in here real quick. But it arrived here before the stream, so that was good. I was able to set that up. 10 p.m. Wow. All right, well, that's not too late. I try to pick a good time for everybody. It's kind of hard to do. I imagine Australia, it's probably a bit rough right now, but other than that, I hope I got everybody. I can see the improvement. Good. I'm glad. Really glad to hear that. Yeah, it's nice. So I'm still using a older microphone. My new one, I want to actually attach to a boom mic. I ordered a mount for it because my old one won't work for it. So. Is there a contest? The contest is over. This is announcing who gets what. So, as you guys know, we ran a GoFundMe, and I was thoroughly surprised by that, and then even more surprised by the outpouring of support that you guys did. So I do very much appreciate that. From the people that were just donating games to give, to, of course, everyone, financially donating as well. I think it was really, really great, and hopefully you can see the improvement already. And that'll just continue to pour into the channel, which is great. Really glad to see that. 8 a.m. in Sydney, Australia. Wow, you're just starting the morning. That's perfect then. That's not bad at all. Good. Ryan, I'm assuming you're from Australia. I have a patron from Australia, and I was worried he wouldn't be able to join, but maybe he still can. He actually is doing one of these gifts. He's the guy who draws all the amazing maps. 4:03 p.m. in Ohio. Perfect. Kind of ending the kind of your Saturday afternoon going into the evening. That's good. We'll give a little bit more time. We'll let people join, and then we'll get right to it. Pretty excited about all this. I have kind of like a PowerPoint slide that I have set up, so I'll be able to show off the game and then talk about it and then say who's going to be getting it. So I'm not really here. Okay. All right. Good. Well, then I'll still be upset at you. That's to Jason. He wasn't sure if he was going to make it. But I'm glad he did. Hello, Michael. It's a good name. Good name. Slightly common, but good. Thank you for the late happy birthday night. And again, I apologize for the delay. I'm sure you typed it maybe 20 seconds ago or something like that. Can't really help that these days with the streaming software that we have, but thank you for that. And yes, a huge thank you to everybody that put into this pot, whether it's a game or financially or both. I certainly wasn't expecting any patrons to participate, but they did too, and so I was really blown away by everybody. All right, we're gonna have a lot of fun though. This is gonna be good. I'll try to keep things going. But you know me, I might discuss a little bit about the game, maybe talk a little bit, get some opinion. Have not won anything shipping to Australia. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, that would have been a bit rough, because then it puts you in that position, right, where you're like, okay, so now I can get it, and it's I'm sure it's less than the cost of KDM, but at the same time, that's a lot. I'm sure we could have worked something out, though. I'm sure we could have. So I think everybody's gonna get something nice, which would be good. All right. Well, why don't we? I don't know. Should we get started? Do you guys want to go ahead and start? It's up to you, of course. I'm at your beck and call. Thank you, Michael, for the birthday wishes. To discuss their choice. Well, I don't know what you mean by discuss the choice, but we'll definitely be in contact with everybody who won. Do my own Kickstarter. And Trespass Odyssey is fantastic, so it's really, really good. Let's start 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. All right, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swap. And by the way, this is kind of in a bit of a random order, in that I wanted to make sure that we just kind of do a smattering of everything. And I did make sure that the very end at least still has I think Mythic Battles Ragnarok giveaway. So there's definitely some good heavy hitters towards the end, which is kind of nice too. Hopefully you guys all have fun. Whether you won something or not, I do definitely appreciate you guys just being here and celebrating the channel and kind of what we're doing and the community that I think we've built, which is huge. As you guys know, I'm in the comments all the time. I spend hours on Facebook groups and my Discord and the YouTube comments and Board Game Geek, and anywhere that there tends to be conversation around these things. So I want to actually start doing these kind of live streams more often, and I'll get better at it, of course, too. And then we can actually, really interact, I think, in a better way. Oh man, we're seeing Monty Python, so I don't know what's going on here. You guys are talkative. All right, let's go and swap. This is only the start. We will definitely do something like this again, for sure. I think my patrons are wanting to do a funding drive every year, actually, and so I believe they've already started gathering games for the next one. So it should just get bigger and better as we move along on this, and I'm sure they'll do a great job. Yeah, the Discord is pretty cool. We're a crazy family there. All right, so we're going to start out by giving away some God of War, the card game. I was a huge fan of the video game. I fully suspect that CMON's going to be doing a miniature game version of it. During an interview, Eric Lang pretty much guaranteed it by answering that, well, it's in the name, and if you know anything, CMON does miniatures, and so it would just kind of go to it's pretty obvious that's what they're going to do. They did the same thing with Bloodborne. It started out as a card game, and then they made a miniatures game afterwards. I think what they do is once they get the IP, they kind of pump out that card game, and then that way they start reaping it, and then as they work long term on the miniatures game is my assumption. So who won this? Now I might butcher some names, so the name is up here, and hopefully that works for you guys, and you guys can make fun of me. But let's go ahead and give that to James Murray. That's how I'm going to pronounce that. So congrats, James. I don't know if you're on. If you are, say something. Everybody will congratulate you, I'm sure. Otherwise, we will get in contact with you, of course. I think we have the contact information for everybody at this point. So that's good. So congrats on that. I'm actually a little jealous because I think the art on there looked good. And, of course, I am fully into the IP. I think it was a great kind of reinvention of it. Moving on, we have Skytear. Now, this is kind of an interesting one. I received this and unboxed it, and I thought the minis actually looked like really good for a first time. I thought they were actually pretty unique, and painting them, I have not had the chance because I am slow at painting, you guys know that, but it looked really good because they're all colorful, and they have that like really good level of detail as well. And I've heard nothing but good things about the game, so hopefully that's good too, but again, haven't had the chance to actually play it. But who is getting Skytear? Let's go ahead and give it to Michael Smallwood. So congrats, Michael. That's awesome. We'll be sending that your way, and I think that'll be really, really cool. It's actually kind of one of the better indie efforts that I've seen, actually. And this guy, this blue guy back there, he's actually really big, like big, like that big. So he's cool too. And yes, the box art is good as well. All right, moving on. We have Tiny Epic Tactics with the expansion. This is actually kind of an interesting game. So this is my first Tiny Epic game. I got it because I'm a huge fan of like Final Fantasy Tactics and Advanced Wars, if you remember that, like the old Front missions, any of those kind of tactical movement games like that. I was always a fan of, so I instantly liked the style of it, and it's a package this big. You know, it's just this big, and it has this whole game in it. Played it quite a few times. My kids loved it. I enjoyed it. It's a really good filler game. It's not something, you know, you're gonna do the whole evening of, but it's something you can do nice and quick, and you can also get on top of that mountain and like snipe people, which is obviously fun as well. All right, so who got that? Michael Nidospiel. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, and again, I apologize. You guys can make fun of me in the comments. That's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. But anyway, congrats to winning that. I think that's, again, awesome. You'll have some good fun with that. And this actually counts as the only game I own with Meeples. So you can take that as you wish. Moving on, we have this awesome dice tower. Now, this was actually 3D printed from one of my patrons. He does amazing work in 3D printing. I would not be where I am 3D printing today without his support. Him and the RZO, I think, have been invaluable to many people on my Patreon, on the Discord there. They answer all sorts of questions. I have this whole 3D printing channel that we needed to make a channel because I was asking a lot of questions and they were answering a lot. But this looks super cool. It's like decked out in gold. So super awesome there as well. And who is getting this one? And I don't know if it comes in multiple pieces or not, so it might. I'm not sure. Gergo Kovacs, or Gergo Kovacs. Again, I know I'm saying these wrong. I apologize. I struggle with the basic English language. Once I get kind of to anything I'm not familiar with, I'm terrible at it. So you'll just have to live there. But your name's there, so hopefully you know that you want it. And seriously, this is going to be cool. He does a great job, as you can see, and I think it looks super cool. We actually have another one, a Black Tower, later. It's kind of almost like a Wheel of Time yin and yang thing. He should have done this white, but that's all right. All right, next up we have Okko Chronicles. Now, this is actually really cool. This was actually donated by the Red Joker, which is very, very nice of them. They donated a few of these to give out to you guys, which is awesome. Definitely my favorite indie game by far. I'm looking for. I will be getting the expansion here very soon to show off to you guys. Actually, a little bit earlier than the delivery, so that's nice. You can probably see it. It's right down there, not quite covered up in a whole bunch of Warhammer stuff. Really, really good miniatures. Another patron just opened this up. And because he had just gotten it and was looking, I was like, wow, these minis are really good. They are really, really good. And again, great detail level. And it's a dungeon crawl 1 versus mini, which I always love because nothing beats fighting another person. But on this one, it's actually like card based, and you have like these abilities that you're playing in. So it's really kind of nice that way. I like that. So who's the lucky person? How about Josh Files? So congrats, Josh, to that. I think that's, again, super great and awesome that we were able to give that out. And so a big thank you to the Red Joker for doing that. And of course, for all of you for making even this possible and this such a big thing that we even got support outside of where we were going. Thank you, Oblong. I appreciate it. I think you're slightly biased, but I do appreciate it. You guys are the best, though, really. And I definitely mean that. All right, let's go ahead and give out Townsfolk Tussle. Now, this is actually from Panic Roll Games, so this is not like my prototype or anything like that. This is actually like the full game, the final production copy that you'll get. So thanks to them for doing that. This is a fun game. You wouldn't think it has such a unique theme, but it is a lot of fun. Really, really good time with it. Loved my play sessions. I played through it twice and enjoyed it both times. And you get to see a lot of different bosses, and each one acts differently, and the different setups and all that. So, Justin Quayle, you'll be getting Townsfolk Tussle, so congrats on that. That's huge. Obviously, that's a very, very cool thing. I think the picture here says Sneak Peek Edition, but it's not. It's going to be the full thing with miniatures, and it'll be awesome, and I think you will love it. I think most people that play this are going to really enjoy it. So, congrats, Justin, on that. Let me pause real quick before we get into the next one, because the next one's big, and catch up on the comments, see how you guys are doing. Yes, congrats, Justin. Good job. Andrew, you were able to get your chat working. I'm really glad to see that. He was having problems joining us. Guys, give Andrew Bray a huge thank you. This was definitely a lot of work on his part. As you saw, he was busy working, even at his normal work, and he was updating lists and sending out updates to all of you guys. So thank you so much, Andrew. Oblong helped a lot as well. There was actually quite a few people that really put a lot of effort into this, but definitely impressed to see how much Andrew did. And this would not have happened without him. So you can thank him much more than me. I'm just the guy showing this off, right? He's the brains behind it all. Very good. Perfect. Okay, next one is Oathsworn. Now, again, this is from Shadowborn Games, so this is not my prototype copy. This is the full game. You guys are getting all of it, and that is awesome that you guys are getting. I mean, it's a huge game. A huge game. I actually... In here, you guys are going to get a sneak peek. In here are some of the Hips miniatures. They're push fit miniatures. I was recently doing the Indomitus box that also has push fit, and I know they're using the same software to put it together. And so I'm actually going to compare. First of all, I'm going to take a look at them with this nice camera, the nice focus on the autofocus and all that. And I'm going to compare those to the actual Games Workshop. So all the way up to best of the best, and we're going to see kind of how they compare. So that'll be good. Also, there is a monster there that you guys may have not seen. It is spoilers. I'll do a spoiler section with it, so that if you want to see a new mini and how that looks, I'll be showing that off as well. But somebody's going to be getting that and more. Who is getting that? That is Corey Zaro. Congratulations. What a huge win. Seriously jealous of that. It's a really, really good game, and the fact that you get to get it for free is a huge thank you for your support, not just financially, but just being part of the community. You guys are all awesome, and I thank you so much for being here. Of course, you guys are going to get tired of me saying that, but I can't say it enough, right? Really, really cool. Congrats, Corey, on that. That's going to be big. Next up, we have Pacific Rails Inc. This is a game donated. I forget who donated this. But I have heard good things about it. All these games actually went and did a quick Google. I'm not exactly familiar with all of them. You guys know my focus, but it looks like it's well received and people are enjoying it, so that's good. I imagine that's probably why somebody got it. And who's winning this? Brian Armstrong, congrats. You'll be getting the Pacific Rails Inc., which again I hope you enjoy a lot. I like the art of it as well. Again, you know me and my superficiality, is that a word? I like the minis and the art and how everything looks in the game board and all that, and it really helps immerse me. And so I think the art is something very important. Moving on from this, we have Bag of Dungeon, a fantasy adventure game. Now, I thought this was going to be a bag, but it's not a bag, it's a box. So that is actually in reference to some of the mechanics there, which is cool. Thank you. Welcome tonight. I don't even know what that means. But I do like nights, so that's good too. Andrew's over there shouting. Oh, he joined. Well, thank you for joining the YouTube there, Andrew. I think that's what you did. All right, next up we have... Oh, no. Who wins this? See, I'm such a rookie. Michael Wood. You'll be getting Bag of Dungeon. Look like a pretty big box, actually, so I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in there. All right, next up, we have Hybris Disordered Cosmos. Now this again was a surprise for me. It's a little Euro-y, but has some of that Amerithresh that I like as well. Beautiful art. The miniatures look fantastically designed. I like all the gods and how they look, and it's all really unique. Like the map and everything like that is super cool. Seriously, it's actually a pretty enjoyable game. I know I enjoyed my time with it when I played it, which is, again, surprising to me. Anything that can like break through my preconceived notions of what I like and don't like and surprise me, I think is super cool. So who's getting that? Who is getting this? This is Nathan Olson. Congrats, Nathan. You'll be getting this, and again, I think you'll enjoy it a lot. I know I was pretty impressed with it. It's actually very well done. And again, I think the art and the minis and just the actions you can do, I think are really cool. And the world that you inhabit when you're in there, super, super neat. Next up, we got to keep moving. There's plenty here. Guardian Chronicles. Again, this is donated by the Red Joker. If you didn't hear, they actually donated 5 copies of each. They were a huge supporter of this, which again, so thank you to them. I think that's awesome. Guardians Chronicles. The Chronicles is the keyword. They're just like Okko Chronicles. It plays the exact same. The difference is the Guardians was made beforehand and has some slight competitiveness to it as well. Kind of like the old core space versus new core space if you're involved in that. Same kind of thing. So it was like semi-competitive, and now Okko was full-on 100% cooperative. But this is, superheroes and villains and stuff like that, and you're going through it. Same exact gameplay, though, when it comes to how you're playing cards and whatnot. And who gets this? This will be Daniel R. Wilson. So congrats, Dan. I think that's really, really awesome. I have actually not played this, and I've been meaning to get a copy. So you're going to beat me to it, actually, which is, I think, super cool. I think you'll enjoy it. And yes, a huge thanks to Red Joker for donating so much. They did a really good job supporting all of you guys and wanting to help give back, which is great. Next up is Zombicide Black Plague. Again, this is a donation from a patron that was, willing to donate some of their games to be able to help make this as big as it was. This is actually a fun one. I liked Black Plague, even with the Necromancer spam, right, where they spawn another Necromancer, they can spawn another Necromancer, and you get that kind of silliness with the spawn points. It can get bad quick. I actually liked this more than Green Horde, personally. Wasn't a huge fan of the Horde mechanic, and so, and in the theme of this, I didn't like necessarily being the outside portions of the Green Horde as much. I liked the kind of in the city stuff more anyway. So, this was actually a fun one. Sorry, I'm reading the notes. So Fred Pero won this one. Congrats, Fred. And if you didn't know, that is Oblong. So Oblong did a great job here. And the notes are telling me to say that he's a really cool guy, and I can't say enough good things about him. Which is totally true. Totally 100% true. He is a character and a half, and I am lucky to have met him and gotten to know him more, and anytime I'm chatting with him, he makes my day better. He's great. So looking forward to knowing him for a long time to come. I think we'd be good friends. Okay, next up is Aeon Trespass Odyssey. This was actually donated by Into the Unknown, so thank you to them for that. And again, this is the full thing. So like, this is the actual game that you'll be getting, not my prelude version prototype thing. This is the game, and oh my gosh, I had so much fun. If you guys know anything, the first suspiciously, if anybody knows anything, then you've seen my list. This was typically my number one of the narratives as well. The hard co-op mechanic where you're able to lay down buffs or debuffs or whatever to help people down the line in the player turn made the whole player turn seem like one big combo, and so you're involved in everybody else's turn, and also the world is cool. I wish I couldn't just spoil everything and tell you guys about those snails, but those snails stand out to me. To this day they do. They are so cool. Just that whole event and the kind of side storyline was amazing, and I really enjoyed that. And the fact that they describe the combat like Goku, right? Where the harder, the more hurt you are, the stronger you become, and just there's so much goodness in this game. Really, really cool. So Scott Stewart, you are going to be getting Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Congratulations. Seriously, huge congrats there. You are definitely a lucky person because that is awesome. You are going to enjoy it, I'm sure. As long as your group's willing to play it, you're going to be having fun. It's really good. The Metroidvania map system where you have to like research new technology to be able to go into the shallows, so then you can go to a new part of the map, and it's great stuff. It really is a lot of fun. Let's give away another Guardians Chronicles. Again, we got 5 of each, so there's a lot. So you guys are definitely going to be getting some good stuff here. Again, this is by the Red Joker, from the Red Joker, donated by them. And that will be William Clark. So Will, congrats on that as well. You'll be getting a copy too. Which, again, plenty of game in there. Lots of fun. A very cool setting too. I'm a huge superhero fan. Not necessarily even the branded stuff, whether it's Marvel or DC or anything like that. I just like superheroes, right? I played City of Heroes, the MMO, back in the day, and enjoyed that a lot, and always been a big fan of, putting on spandex and fighting bad guys. So you can do that in miniature form. Next up, we got Marvel United. So this is another cool one that I believe this is being ordered from Amazon, but I can't quite remember for sure. Either way, you'll be getting the game Marvel United. Hopefully you enjoy those miniatures. I think they'd be great fun to paint up. Anything you paint up chibi like that, it's actually a little bit harder just because there's so much surface area and the shadows work a little weird and stuff, but they look so great painted up. They really do. And the gameplay looked like another good card filler game, which is awesome. US Amazon. Perfect. That's what I thought. See, I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Charles Eldridge, congrats on getting that. You'll be getting a copy of Marvel United, so that's exciting. I hope you're looking forward to that. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it, whether it's just from the miniatures or from the kind of the combo card play that you play. Either way, should look pretty good on the table, I imagine. All right, next up, Kingdom Death Monster. Let's do a Slenderman expansion. If now you guys all know who Slenderman is, and the Kingdom Death one, the art is actually pretty representative. He's like this really tall, skinny guy with like these weird stuff coming out that are like these, like, I want to say tentacles, but they're not. They're like weird vine spike things. Anyway, definitely a weird guy. Fits into Kingdom Death quite well, actually. And Sam P, you will be getting that, so that is awesome. Congrats on that. You'll be getting that expansion. Hopefully that means you either really, really wanted the miniature, or you have Kingdom Death the Monster and are able to play with that, or you're planning on getting Kingdom Death the Monster, in which case now you have a very cool expansion there. And this has a lot of gameplay stuff as well. It's not just miniatures. And as Oblong said, it's a tough one to find. It's often sold out, like most of the things here. So so a lot of stuff there. Going to take a quick break because the next one is something I'm going to actually be doing an exclusive reveal for you guys for, something nobody has seen before. So with that, I'm going to catch up real quick after that tease. It has until December to paint their game, or you will need to send it back. Yes, if you paint your game at all, or if you're painting the miniatures or anything like that, I would love to receive a picture of it, whether it's email, whether it's the Kingdom Facebook group, whether it's my Discord, or even a link, here on YouTube. Seriously, if you guys get this game and enjoy it, I would love to hear back, because that feedback loop of bringing value to somebody is what this is all about. I don't do this for the money. Trust me on that. I do this because I enjoy it and I love it. And so I'm really happy to give you guys some cool stuff. I have too many games here. Yeah, Andrew is inundated with games. He might have to wait a little bit. And he's a slow painter like me. He paints really well. He sells himself short, but he does really well. But he takes his time with it too. Okay, so the next one is Mythic Battles Ragnarok. And I have a piece of art that I have not shared yet. I was going to share it in a video, but I figured, why not this one? So you guys are going to see some Mythic Battles Ragnarok stuff here, which I think you're going to like. Let's try that one. So that looks like a Valkyrie to me. Looks super cool designed. I love the the wrapping on the horse, and I love her like weird staff, like crescent moon sickle kind of thing going on. It looks cool. Like it really, really does. The wings design looks incredible. I can't wait to see that that miniature. I think it's going to be great. Now I don't know if we're going to get the horse as well. And the only thing holding me back, I think we will, but the only thing holding me back is in Blood Rage, the Valkyrie is jumping on a horse in the art, and then it's just her standing. But that is Kaman, not Monolith, and Monolith tends to follow the art a bit more. So super excited to see that miniature. It's going to look awesome. Horse has claws. Of course it has claws. If you notice his teeth, I don't know if they're showing or painted or what, but they're showing too. Definitely a unique horse I would not mess with. Okay, so who won this? Now, we have a few copies of this going out, but the first person to win it in this one is Fred Rowley. Again, I apologize. Fred, I can pronounce though. So Fred, congratulations to that. Seriously, a big win there. This is going to be big. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but this is everything. This is Mythic Battles Ragnarok. You're going to own it, and you're going to have it, and you're going to love it. I'm sure. Huge fan of the Pantheon. I never did a review. I have all my review notes. I will try and put out a review for you guys, like a quick one, before Ragnarok launches, so you can hear my opinion on at least the game system and the battle system and whatnot, because I was a big fan of that, the army building and stuff like that as well. So from one Fred to another. Yes, it was not you, but it was a Fred. Congrats on that. That's a huge, awesome thing. Next up, Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. Again, another generous donation, and a huge hit. I've seen nothing but people happy with the fact that you play in the book. So it's very quick setup, as opposed to something like a normal Gloomhaven, right? Where you setting everything up and doing that. That one, you open up this like ringed binder book thing. Not a binder, a ringed book, and you get to play in it. It's on the map. Stuffed Fables did that as well, and I thought that works out really well, just because it's right there, and you get that space that you can work in, and it's just really good. So, Jeffrey Sherpoltz gets that one, so congrats Jeff on that. I think that's awesome. I don't know if you've played Gloomhaven or not, but if not, I've heard this is a great intro to it, and if you have, well, this will hold you over till Frosthaven if you plan on getting that. So I think either way it's a good gift. Definitely something that was highly sought after, sold out all the time at Target. Go figure. That's what happens when you do an exclusive deal. But seriously, I've heard nothing but great things from this. All right. Next up, S.H.E.O.L. Now this is my prototype copy, and it is super well done. You guys saw me unbox it. You guys saw me play it. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Some very neat miniatures. And so somebody's going to be getting an early copy of that, which is, again, awesome. And I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. There's even like a boss battle system in there a little bit. You get some boss AI. And otherwise you're zipping along on light streams and shooting, the weird shadow creatures and whatnot, and what's not to love about that. And if you got the full thing, then you get that cool city thing and whatnot, right? Miles Davis is getting S.H.E.O.L, so congrats Miles on that. And signed by KO. Yes, I will be signing all of these that I am sending out. So if it's coming from me, I will be signing it. I might even throw in some goodies in the middle there in the box. You might find some surprises. I'll see what I can do about that, but I'll try to make it special for you guys, because I am seriously grateful for all of that. So signed copy by me. That way everybody knows where you got it from. No, it just hopefully you enjoy that a little bit. I think that's the least I could do for you guys. Next up, Posthuman, Survive Evolve. This was another donation, and again, one I hadn't seen, and so I looked into it, and I must say, I really like the just the overall look and style of it. I'm big on post-apocalyptic stuff. Love the Fallout, series, and Wasteland, all these kind of like here's society afterwards and people dealing with it and stuff like that. So even the art drew me in right away. Was really interested in that. And John Dre, I'm assuming you're interested in that as well. Congrats, John, on getting Posthuman. I imagine you'll be enjoying this a lot as well. I found out surprises. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah. Nothing bad, Doug. Nothing bad. It'll be good. Good surprises. All right, next we have that black tower. So here is a different style tower. As you can see, it looks different, and it's all primed in black, and I think it looks super cool. And these kind of dice, I mean, they're decent sized, they're big, and they're impressive, and they work, so that's good too. So the other person to get a dice tower, and again, thank you for the donation from my patrons for all of this stuff, is Jordan Streffinson. So congrats, Jordan, on the win on that. You'll be getting a freaking sweet looking dice tower. I think that's pretty cool. I know I think it's awesome anyway. Yes, it would look good with even just a quick dry brush of like brown and gray, and you're done if you wanted. You could keep it black if you just wanted a pitch black tower. You can do all sorts of stuff with that. You do some OSL around the windows. I think that'd look cool. There's a lot of options there, I think. All right, next up we have Hate. Now this won my Game of the Year 2 years ago, and I think it was well earned. I love the unique world that it takes place in. Very violent, which I'm all down for. Lots of skulls, right? Lots of blood, lots of just terrible meanness and all that. I actually have, in here, I know you can read those books, but I have the graphic novel of Hate that Adrian Smith did, which he does a great job doing because it's a lot of visual storytelling as opposed to just words, but it's actually a pretty good story as well. It follows this little guy and his quest to try and make the world better, and in this terrible place. And it's really, really good, and he meets all the plant people and whatnot. The gameplay is great. The worst game of Hate you'll play is the first one you'll play, and the only reason is because it gets better as it goes, because you start building up that village, and really customizing it, and you build it by like taking captives of the other people, or getting resources and stuff like that, and then you can start customizing your people and getting mercenaries and all that. And so by the time you end a campaign in Hate, you have this wholly unique army that's yours, that you created, and you can remember why and how you got there, and you get all the re-rolls and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of good fun with Hate. A great game. Huge box. It's so big, it's actually like on the top. Like it can't fit on my shelf. Like, it is massive. I think my thumbnail is actually me holding it life size because it is big. And Kyle Shiganaga will be getting that. So congrats, Kyle, on that. I think that's, again, awesome. A huge win. Fantastic game. Fantastic minis. Some of the best detailed minis I have seen in a board game still to this day. Really, really good. Next up, Limbo Eternal War. This is another great one. This is actually donated by Limbo Miniatures, and it is a great game that is only mired from its 1.0-ness. 1.5 will be better, so you'll be getting a good copy there. They're fixing all that kind of stuff. Kind of like Arena of the Contest versus Tenaris, right? The same kind of thing, where it's like, really great game, kind of botched the delivery a little bit, but the core essence is still really good. You have this fate stuff that you're as a kind of a shared resource, so it's like, I could do this special move, but I then have to spin the fate and give it to the other person, so then they could do something right back. So there's that toss up. It is my favorite army builder game, period. It uses a point-based system, and you have to pick your divinity, and you have to pick your lord, and then you have to pick your leaders, and then your troops, and you can have a lot of troops and only one leader, or maybe a bunch of leaders and only one troop, or then you pick ability cards. You have to have 20 unique ones, and then you have to pick equipment or some kind of enhancement to them. So you could have a few units that are super buffed, or you could have a lot of units that are not buffed at all. There are so many options, and like the Rose Knights all work together, and then you can add the Rose Leader in there, and then they work together as well. A ton of army building opportunity. It reminds me a lot of building decks and Magic, actually, which I also really enjoyed. Really, really great, and the best sculpt designed miniatures any board game I have seen. Again, huge there. They look incredible. So you are lucky, Darrell Redmond. Congrats on that win. Again, that is huge. Was there 2 Limbo prizes? I believe so. Either Oblong or Andrew can verify, but I believe there is. Yes. Okay, good. Perfect. So there you go. There are 2. I guess you already have that answer by the time I answer you because of the delay, but there you go. So that'll be cool. So 2 of you guys are gonna be really lucky. Next one, let's give away Okko Chronicles again. I've already said enough about this. Great game, great production value. Everything in it is nice, and the miniatures are superb. And that'll go to Nicholas Rozga or Roxgo. Congrats, Nick, on that. I think that's awesome. I hope you enjoyed a lot. I know I certainly did. I've already painted quite a bit of it, and I hope to continue painting it. It might be, it depends. It might be the first game I paint fully just because Conan has more minis, and so it's a little bit harder to do. But yeah, they're great. Next up, this is big. This is Kingdom Death 1.5 plus Slenderman Expansion. So this is the whole game plus that big box expansion. I mean, the donation here is huge. This is donated by 2 different patrons, so we're combining a 1.5 and a Slenderman expansion, and I think that is awesome. Like, seriously, good stuff. So who won this? Now, the person who won this is in the comments. I see them, like, right now, actually, I see them. So one of you guys right now is about to win this. So that's cool. Drum roll. Ooh, man, it's a biggie. Peter Crystal, congratulations. I've seen you around, so well earned. Thanks for making the community just that much more awesome, and I hope you enjoy this a lot. I think you will. There's a lot of game here, so so hopefully a lot of minis you get to do, and a lot of just a lot gameplay. Period. There are people who just play Kingdom Death. You could do this. Like, this is a ton. This is the big one. So I hope you realize that. So congrats, Peter, on that. Really glad you got it. Next up, Dawn of Madness. Again, this is my prototype, which has those amazing miniatures that I showed off. If you recall, this had the like progressive miniatures where like they start out normal and then they get worse and worse and worse and more like messed up and corrupt and modified and whatever. And it kind of tells a story too. You know, I showed the guy who's like, you know, his jacket's coming off, and then he has his gun out, and then he's aiming his gun, and he's dragging someone. Really good. And if you can get the updated rule set, which I think they've already actually like released quite a while ago, actually, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Really cool. If nothing else, you get some amazing miniatures, and I think you'll like it. So who got this? Sean Courier, congrats, Sean, on that. You'll be getting that. Again, I'll sign it. I'll put a few surprises, or, you know, just something to make it a little special for you. So it's a little custom for you, Sean. So I really hope you enjoy that. Next up, Guardian Chronicles again. I'm telling you, they donated 10. Like, it's huge. It's a massive amount. So that will be, this is Guardians of Chronicles Clash of Heroes. It's the second version of it, actually. And who got this? Armand Forziania. If I'm saying that close to right, then I think I did good. But congrats, Armand, on that. I've never had to say your name out loud before. But seriously, it looks like a lot of fun. Definitely one I still need to get in my collection because I liked... Oh no, is Bertha in here? Oh man, we're in trouble now if that's the case. Oh, she is. Oof. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, Seatbelt Bertha here is actually my wife. And she is a character and a half. Well liked by everybody in my Discord, I think. No, she's great. She's great. We all love her. Anyway, I have Okko, and I have a lot of Okko. So getting Guardians of the Chronicles just seems like a given to me because I enjoy that one so much. Next up, Descent 2nd Edition. This one has been selling out like crazy. It's been on like the BGG Marketplace. It's been on eBay because that 3rd edition is coming out. They'll probably stop making the 2nd edition. I'm still holding on to my stuff, but I might be doing something with that soon. Maybe you'll see that next year, my whole collection of it. But either way, this is hard to get right now. So whoever got this is definitely got something great here. Like David Allenby, a great game. If you didn't know, this was my first introduction. This is my first board game I ever owned. So I had played Zombicide at a coworker's house when I started my career, and was like, wow, this is a lot better than Monopoly. I had been playing Magic as a teenager, so I got back into Magic. I kind of moved back and forth into Magic. I got like a full art foil land from Zendikar, one of the fetch lands or whatever. So it was worth like $200 in-store credit. So I take it in, I sell it for in-store credit because I don't need that card. And now I had $200 to spend on some board game, and so I did my research and I watched the reviews and all that. I ended up getting Descent, Journeys into the Dark, plus the Lair of the Worm expansion, and here I am running a YouTube channel now. The rest is history. So a really great RPG heavy board game. Exploding Dice is great, so definitely a lot of good stuff there. Next up, Reichbusters. This is donated by Mythic Games, so thank you for that. If it doesn't come with the errata, they will be sending it out. I believe you can contact them even as a late backer or a second-hand person or anybody who got it like outside of their purview, and I think they will even give it to you at cost. Otherwise, you can get it for free online, and I hear it improves just about every part of the game. So that's good, because I think the core game here is a lot of fun. And who got Reichbusters? Oh, and great minis, by the way. John Potter. Congrats, John, on that. I hope you enjoyed a lot. I bet you will. Again, there's a lot of fun stuff there. And it's definitely a system they're going to keep going. We already saw some leaks of the... they're going to be adding more stuff to it in a future Kickstarter. I don't know when that's happening, but at some point it will be. So definitely not a one and done for Mythic Games. They're going to keep supporting it, which I think is great. There's a lot of potential there. So good for them. Next up, we got Okko Chronicles again from the Red Joker. This is, what is this, number 4? Do we have one more? I'm not sure. We might have one more of this to give away. But I am so glad to introduce this game to at least 5 new people. I think that's great, because that's 5 more people that are going to fall in love with it, I'm sure. Next person that's going to be falling in love with it is Steven Taylor. So congrats, Steven, on that. I'm sure you will enjoy it. It's a great game. A lot of cool stuff there. Next up, we have an Enchanters Ultimate Pledge. This is all of it, right? This is it says Ultimate in the title. This is the ultimate giveaway of Enchanters. A huge thank you again to Mythic Games for doing this. People are receiving this right now and are really, really excited about all of this. Like I've seen nothing but good feedback from it so far when people are opening it up, and it even has the neoprene mat storage in there. It stores that deluxe box, stores everything. So super cool there as well. Who is getting that? Sexy Dennis. So that is our very own Sexy Gandalf. Congrats on that, Dennis. Very well earned. Thank you for all the help and even putting this together and kind of helping out. And I'm glad that, and then for donating on top of that, you crazy guy. Again, you guys are all so amazing. So I'm very thankful for all of you. And I'm glad that you won something good that you'll like. Next up, we have the Great Wall. This is, again, that prototype. This one came with a neoprene mat. It looks great. It plays great. All the miniatures are resin, so very good miniatures. And they are actually all sun-dropped as well when they sent that to me. They made sure it looked good because they knew I unboxed it. And, if it doesn't look good, I'll probably call it out. And so... either way, this is a fully playable game, and actually a kind of a unique version because you get those resin miniatures that are washed in the different colors, and again that wonderful neoprene mat as well. And it'll be signed by me and all that. Jonathan Bowell, congratulations on that. Boole, I don't know. Congrats, John, on the Great Wall. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. And actually, not to be outdone, here is Titans, again, plus that mat. This was actually my favorite neoprene mat, just because, and I said this in the review when I looked at it, you could play the game just based off the mat. You really could, because it tells you what to do. Each one has a reminder of the mechanic or the phase that you're doing it in and where things go. It has a place for everything. It's a wonderful mat, and actually a pretty darn cool dudes on a map game where you're kind of buying cards and that allow you to do stuff. So it's kind of like a Rising Sun style Mandate thing, but unlike that kind of random draw that I hated so much, you actually get to kind of pick and choose what you do. But you can see ahead too and see what everybody else's options are. So it adds it's like that, but it adds such a better mechanic around it than just random draw, pick a tile. That I really, really enjoyed. And of course the Titans look cool too. So that's a fun one as well. Who's getting that? Kevin Wack. He is also a patron. Congrats, Kevin, on that. I don't know if you're actually tuning in. I hope you are. The mat is really big, so you'll probably have to play it at home. I know you play on the road a lot too, but maybe you'll find a way. I don't know. Either way, I think you'll like it. It's some good fun there. All right, another your usual shenanigans. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what's going on. Next up is Okko Chronicles. I think this is the last one. I think this is number 5. But I guess we'll see. There's a lot there. So this, again, huge thank you to Red Joker. A great game that I've enjoyed a ton. Good, Kevin's here. I'm glad you saw that you won. Is Ethan Bruning. Congrats, Ethan, on Okko again. I think you'll love it. And I guess, if you don't, you can tell me I'm wrong, but it's a fun game. It's well done. Again, the only thing to keep in mind is the tutorial is there to teach you, not to play seriously. If you actually know what you're doing and you play the tutorial, you're like, oh, I beat that in like 3 turns, which is kind of cool. It means you know what you're doing, which is awesome. But when you're first learning, you're like, okay. Next up, we have Arcadia Quest. Super jealous of this. So I finally bought Star Arcadia Quest and ended up not liking it because it was kind of a more dumbed down version of Arcadia Quest, which I think looks great. I've always wanted Arcadia Quest, but I never got caught on one of the Kickstarters. I always missed it for whatever reason. And there's so many KSEs, I didn't feel like buying the retail. But I guess if I wanted, I'd play it. So congrats to Scott Armstrong for winning Arcadia Quest. I imagine you're going to enjoy it a lot. I know the minis look great. I know I've heard nothing but good things about the gameplay as well. It looked good to me. I like the idea of getting gold and buying stuff and just kind of improving. And then, of course, the kind of fighting amongst each other plus all these bad guys. I think it looks good as well. So congrats, Scott, on that. Next up, Guardian Chronicles again. We are just giving these away left and right. So many people are getting stuff. Can we just pause for a quick moment and just, you know how many people just got a really cool game like over the past hour? Like, that's awesome. I love it. I'm glad we can give back. Barton Stone, you're going to be getting Guardian Chronicles. Again, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed a lot. I think it's going to be a big hit for you. Next up, we have A Song of Ice and Fire. This is the Stark versus Lannister set. Fantastic miniatures. Probably not the coolest sculpted, but definitely I think the best detailed miniatures CMON has made. They definitely understood that this is a tabletop game, and tabletop gamers have a much more they're tougher on miniatures. They expect a lot out of their miniatures, as opposed to board gamers, which tend to be a little bit more forgiving. And so, these are really, really good miniatures. Great. Again, we're the point where even the flags have detail on them and stuff like that. It looks great. Timothy Russell, you will be getting A Song of Ice and Fire, the tabletop miniature game, that starter set, and it is huge. It's like the size of Hate. It's like this. It's big. It's a big box. A lot of minis in there. A lot of cool stuff. I just found a wolf, so I'm happy because wolves are awesome. So there's that too. Congrats, Tim. DEI, this is again one of my prototypes. Again, I'll sign it. I'll put something fun in there for you. Again, fully playable game. Resin miniatures. You get a lot. In fact, some of them are actually from expansions of the eventual game that they had on Kickstarter. One of my favorite prototypes I've ever gotten. I really like DEI. It is a very fun game. I really like the purchasing thing. It kind of gets that same. It's like my love for Blood Rage and my love for Twisted Fables combined, because you're buying these cards to improve your hand and all that, but then you're also spreading on a map and able to do different things and some interaction between people and stuff like that. Really in a cool setting as well. A lot of fun. And that 3D map that they have looks incredible on the table. Definitely will get attention. So Eddie, you're going to love that. That is Eddie Solano. Seriously, really good stuff. You are going to be happy with that, I am sure. Next up, I think we have just a few more. This is Dark Souls, the board game, plus expansions. This is a ton of game. Thank you so much for the donation from the patron who donated this. And thank you again, everybody, for donating to the channel and making all this possible. This is huge. It is a lot of game, and a lot of people like the game plain. A lot of people like it with house rules. You can do either one. Regardless, I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. There's definitely a lot there, and that will be Darad Losi. So I hope you appreciate that, Daryl. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff coming your way. Next up, Rum and Bones Second Tide. Who is cheating? I saw Jordan, Rum and Bones Second Tide. How'd you know I was giving this? You called it out way early. So yeah, no, this is again another one that was a big hit. The Second Tide took the Rum and Bones and really made it cool. And one I was always interested in getting just because of the style. I mean, like you got the shark guy and the swashbucklers and the like alligator dude and stuff like that. So a lot of cool stuff going into this. And Christopher Gaub, I think you're going to have a good time with it. I imagine you are because you put it on your list to win. And so I'm glad you'll be able to get it. And that's by Michael Chanel, which has come into a lot of limelight, at least, as Eric Lang was kind of leading things, and then now afterwards too, and he did Bloodborne and all that kind of stuff. So he's definitely getting a lot of attention now. This was, I think, a little bit early in his days, but obviously he did a good job with this because I've heard good things about it. Next up, there is another Limbo Eternal War. This is donated by a patron. Again, thank you so much for everybody. This is such a good game. I really enjoy it. As long as you can figure out the map, you're good to go. That's really the only kind of oddity about it. Otherwise, the miniatures are great. The gameplay's great. The card system's great. The fate system's great. Really enjoy both the miniatures and the gameplay itself. So Timothy Wyatt, you're going to be getting that. Congratulations on that. A huge win. Trust me, you are going to be amazed when you open up that box. It's just going to blow you away, and it's going to ruin every other miniature and every other board game for you because you're going to start expecting stuff like this, and it's just not going to deliver because these are top tier. Next up, we have Crimson Company Collector's Box. This is the Deluxe Kickstarter edition, which is always great to see that people are getting some really good stuff. Gilberto Villa, you are going to be getting that, so I hope you enjoy it. This thing freaks me out. Like, I do not like this half of the left half of this. I'm not down with. It freaks me out. I would not put this on display. It really does. It's weird. It's like the Nun or something like that. Next up, Twilight Imperium 3rd Edition. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about this game except that it takes a long time to play. So as long as you're good with that, I imagine you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Anything that has a sentient lion on it, I'm down for sure. And again, I've heard some great things about this. Another big box. This is a lot of stuff in here. Mark Adams, you're going to be winning that. Congratulations. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. I think we're definitely towards the end now. We have a little bit over 10 more slides. So we're almost done. And I'll pause, I think, before the very end for sure. This is, again, Guardian Chronicles, given out by the Red Joker, and Bill Kennedy, you will be getting that, so congrats, Bill, on that. A ton of people winning some great games. Love it. This next one's special, so I like this one. This is the Dungeon World map, and as you can see, it is huge. It is a big map. Very well detailed. I watched his live stream of him do the Cataclysm event where everything got destroyed and stuff like that. And his artistic ability and his world building and lore building into this shows off his Dungeon Master kind of history, a lifelong history. And it looks incredible. He's actually doing a Kickstarter right now for a city where he'll be doing a whole city that you can use in your kind of tabletop RPG setting. And it has all these different street names and NPCs and all sorts of stuff, and you can even add your own little special section there. Really good stuff, really big. And Ash, you won it, so congrats, Ash. I know, I'm assuming you're still in there. You better be. Another patron. Congrats on that. You'll be getting that very big map, very well detailed. It just looks incredible. It really does. Huge. Yes, it's huge. Next up, Okko Chronicles again. Oh my gosh, so much Okko. It's just going out like crazy. This one is also... okay, see, I didn't even know who won this one. So this is good. This goes out to Doug. So congrats, Doug. You will enjoy it. It's a great game. That's a big win, I think, for you. Trust me, you'll like it. Really, really good stuff. So congrats, Doug, on that. And again, thanks for just being an awesome part of the community. And that's always fun to have that. So next we have Portal, the uncooperative cake acquisition game. I didn't know they made this, but the fact that they even have the little turret there, I think is great. This is from Half-Life 2, obviously, or sorry, from Portal, the game Portal that Valve made, and Portal 2 then, of course, as well. I don't know how it plays, but I love the idea of it because, again, it's such a funny, quirky meta story to it all, right? John Holliver, you'll be getting Portal, so congrats on that. Hope you enjoy it. I want that little miniature turret. I'd put that on my desk. I think that looks great. That looks cool. All right, next one is a big one. We got Mythic Battles Ragnarok again. Again, there's multiple people getting this, so I'm excited to say who got this. I think this will be great. Again, you guys are going to be getting an awesome deal from Monolith, so thank you to them for the support. And that means that I can give this out to Ian Runians. So congrats on getting Mythic Battles Ragnarok. That is a huge win for sure. Seriously, I think this was probably the most sought after thing. But there were so many, from Mythic Battles Ragnarok to Kingdom Death to Okko to all of these amazing just games and stuff that everybody's doing. Enchanters was a big one. Some huge stuff for sure. Next, we have a $50 Amazon gift card. This could get you any game you want. It could get you a bunch of candy. It could give you some weird Amazon thing, some funny shaped lamp. I don't know. You can do whatever you want with this, which I think is a great way to do a giveaway, because I don't know anybody who could not use this, really. I mean, it'd be hard to find someone. This will go to Dusty Call. So congrats, Dusty, on that. I know you are part of the Kingdom on Facebook, and so I'm glad that you're yes, congrats, Ian. I'm glad you're here to see it. So congrats to you, Dusty, and I hope you enjoy this as well. And to Bertha, you are of course a winner because you're married to me, and so obviously you're a winner there, right? All right, next up, Firefly Fistful of Credits. This is a great game. If you want to pretend that this got more episodes, you can play this game and pretend that it wasn't canceled way too soon, right? No, this is actually going to Patrick Wagaman. I probably shouldn't have said your name that way, but I wanted to because it just looked like a lot of fun. No, seriously though, that's cool that you're going to get the Firefly game. This is the Fistful of Credits. There are a few Firefly games when I went and looked this one up, but hope you enjoy this one. I imagine you're a fan of the IP. I know most people are, so. And gag. Wait, what? Oh, man. Okay, all right. This is the Kinjin figure. This is huge. Do I have him? I'm going to actually get up and get him real quick. Okay, so we're doing this live here. Right now, he does not have his shoulder pads on. I was working on that a little bit. But as you can see, he looks incredible. Super cool. That, sword there, again, super awesome. Really, really, really cool. Great texture. It's going to come with, where you can put wires so you can light up, his eyes or the fire gem that he's holding or his sword, and just some really, really cool stuff. Great print. You're going to get that plus the owl, which is awesome. This was donated by Black Forge Games, so thank you to them. This is a huge display piece that you could not ask for something better. Seriously, great quality there. I just wanted to show off the focus on my camera, really. That's all that was. No, Matthew Liang, congrats on that, Matt. You are going to get a very, very cool mini. And while I have the 3D printed version, you're actually going to be getting the physical resin one, which is it's going to be great. It's going to be really, really good because I've seen their 3D printing of it and it looks awesome. So congrats on that. Oh gosh, I have no idea what's going on in my chat, but you guys are all kinds of silly. I'll have to catch up on that later. Okay, next up, I have the original version of Hero Quest. You guys saw me unbox this. I talked about this is the granddaddy of dungeon crawlers, right? And it looks like it has a lot of scenarios, so it looks very playable. Looks like actually a lot of fun, actually. As long as you're okay with like a roll to move, and if you've never experienced before, I think it looks super cool. And again, a very unique copy. And this will be going out to Jason Owen, so congrats, Jason, on that. I don't know if you're still here with us or not, but glad that you were able to get something. And again, I'll be signing it, putting in something kind of cool in there, so you guys will be getting a very customized thing from me, at least. So I'll do what I can. Okay, this is a big one. This is a big one. Primal: The Awakening, the Kickstarter edition. This is actually donated by Reggie Games, so thank you for that, for the support and the donation. This is going to be huge. This comes out on Kickstarter next week, I believe. I'd have to figure out what day it is. I think it comes out in just a few days. No, it's going to be big. A really big one. So, congrats to whoever got this. But, let's go and put a name on it. Victor Onate. Congrats, Victor. This is going to be awesome. You're going to enjoy the snot out of this. I've had a great time with it. So, going to be awesome there. And again, I don't know how big the Kickstarter edition is even going to get. We don't know yet. We just know, like, it's going to be big. Like, they've already shown the core box alone. It looks big. This is going to be quite the box, or boxes. Next up, we have Wild Ascent. This was donated by Lazy Squire Games. Again, thank you for them for doing this. This is actually the I forget what it's like, the big pledge level. It's not even just the core box. This is like a big thing. This is for their kind of boss battler that has like a village section and all that kind of stuff, and then some PvP stuff they can do as well. And that goes to our very own Andrew Bray. So congrats on that. Thank you so much, Andrew, for all of your hard work, for being such an awesome part of this community. You have hit the ground running in the community, whether it's on my Discord or just in this community overall. And couldn't be happier to have you on board. Seriously, I don't know what we did without you, but we're glad to have you when you can take a break from your busy work to send us an update. It's great. So thank you so much for that, and I know that's a big win for you, so really happy that you were able to get that. Thank you for everything. Next up, we have Tainted Grail. This is from a patron. And this is not only painted, but it also has, it's like a painted and wood insert. It's a big deal. This is a huge game, loved by many, many people. And a kind of a custom job on top of that. So this is a very unique version of Tainted Grail that you get to have, which is, again, awesome. And that'll be going out to Solomon Jimenez. So, Solomon, I hope you enjoy your journey through Tainted Grail. It's a long one. There's a lot that can happen. Crazy world, that's for sure. Lots and lots of cards. Cool minis. The wood insert just sounds awesome. I think you're going to have a great time with it. Next up, we have another Mythic Battles round. Okay, so this is, I believe, the last thing we're giving out. So this is it. So the last person to get Mythic Battles Ragnarok. There is still one person. Before I announce who won this, I just wanted to take a break and catch my breath a little bit, and just say thanks for hanging out and watching this with me. And I know I have certainly enjoyed my time just chatting with you guys. I'll be doing a Q&A here soon with you all as well. So yeah, I don't know. This is awesome. I'll be doing this more often, especially now that I have a nice setup. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I don't want to kill Steve, and so to not kill Steve, we'll go and announce the last one. That so Steve, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I keep delaying. It's terrible of me. Fine, I'll put your name up there. Steve, you won it. Congratulations. That's so funny that you were freaking out over there. Congratulations, Steve. You'll be getting the Monolith donated Mythic Battles Ragnarok pledge. It's a ton of stuff you are going to get. I don't know if you have Pantheon or not, but this is a big deal. Great gameplay, awesome miniatures, Can't wait to learn more about Ragnarok and what that brings to the table, but I certainly enjoyed Pantheon as well. And considering Monolith's track record, I think we're in for a treat there. Okay, so with that, I do have a little bit more to say. So there were 3 individuals who didn't respond prior to this live stream, which Gazurgos, Sarach, Seraph Demuni, and Carlos Phillips. So we weren't able to give to them, but obviously they still donated, and so we're very thankful for the donation from everyone, really. There are also 3 individuals who unfortunately did not receive a thank you gift due to them having limited interest because, again, you have to pay for shipping and all that, and so we kind of understand that. But we are very thankful for them, especially just everybody involved. That was King Centipod, Jordan Springer, and King Louis. A bunch of kings there. Seriously, thank you guys so much for donating and for supporting the channel and really, I guess, believing in everything I do here. I think that's great. Additionally, Cinco Kushin reached out to us kind of late in the game and said that they are willing to give away a bust. Now we don't know if it's the woman or the alternate or the guy, but they'll be doing a bust. Considering it was so late and wasn't put on the list or anything like that, I'll be giving that to a patron of mine. So just kind of a thank you to them because I know they're donating every single month to this. So we'll definitely be putting that in that bucket to kind of give out to them, and I'll put a random number generator or something like that and kind of put that there. So because I am thankful. Now with that, to give out on Patreon, I need your address, which I don't ask for the $1 donation. So the next level up, I believe, is when you get that. I think it's $10. So it'll be that and above where I have an address to actually send it to someone. But that'll be cool to get that bust. Those are, again, super, super great. I'm going to swap back to the full cam here. And I guess, yeah, just thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know I had a lot of fun. I'm actually going to check out this chat a little bit and kind of see what's been going on, how you guys have been doing. I hope you guys had fun. I really do. So confused right now. Tell me what the attraction is of Mythic Battles. Just curious. Mythic Battles was a lot of fun. You draw cards to activate your people, and so different people come with different amounts of cards, and that kind of gives them kind of a speed, which is kind of interesting. Every single person has unique abilities that can kind of, so Medusa can freeze people, in place and stuff like that, and Hercules can pick up somebody and throw them, and the Hydra can regenerate heads and stuff like that. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. It's a lot of fun. Ragnarok should probably be about the same. Scroll back and watch the whole thing. That's right, Marcel. Watch the whole thing. Come back and we'll chat in the comments. This was a blast. Thanks so much for Okko. You are very welcome to that. Really happy to give that out to you guys. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna bring this thing on for a whole bunch of time, so I'll go on and say my goodbyes. And again, thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate it. I will be down in the comments, and I'll be reading your live chat here soon. So I might even make some comments. I'll have to catch up on it. But you guys know me. I enjoy just chatting with you guys, so definitely looking forward to that as well. I'll be doing a live Q&A at some point here in the near future, so I'll be doing that. I'll announce when that's coming up, kind of like this. Additionally, again, I showed you I'll be unboxing some Oathsworn minis. I have another Primal versus Oathsworn video that I will be making, so you'll be able to see my opinions on how they compare and whether or not you like one or the other. I'll be doing that kind of cage match. Little pins for videos this week, and that's what I'm talking about right now. So funny enough, there you go. I'll be having a details video on Primal as well. It's kind of my final kind of capstone on that, minus the cage match versus. I have a whole bunch of other unboxings I still need to edit, so there's going to be plenty of stuff coming up. My top 10 anticipated Kickstarters of 2021 I'll be producing as well. So if you want to see that, stay tuned on what I'll be looking at the most, I think, this year. So with that, thanks so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon.